Watch this, and then we'll talk about it.
Can y'all tell me why there's 400,000 people in a group, a racist group, that is going around, and when black families or black people come into their restaurants and they're the servers and they're the white servers, they're all working together and going to the back and bringing your food out, but it's not coming out regular. They're putting their saliva in your food, y'all. They are putting their saliva and whatever else that they want to put in y'all's food because you're dark skinned. Huh?
When white people tell you stuff, you have to believe them. She's telling us that because she knows it to be true, that there's a lot of white people out here doing that, spitting in our food and putting things in our food just because we're black. And so you have to be careful. And it really annoys me. It's like even eating out's not safe being black. Like, it's wild. But anyways, I just be careful out there. Be safe. It's ridiculous. It really is. Hate. It's so sad. It really is. All right, carry on.
Everybody that's surprised about the Facebook group that was caught talking about spitting in our food or whatever, I'm not surprised because we've all known about that forever, right? Like, we got to pick and choose which restaurants we go to. I'm kind of lucky. Well, not really, because I live in California, Los Angeles, and I don't really trust them folks cooking my shit either. So I've been made the choice to, like, you know what, I gotta stop ordering out, you know what I mean, going out to eat, and I pick and choose real good, right? But for sure, that DoorDash and Uber Eats, that shit over with. So family, just be careful, you know what I mean? Go to one of them, go to the Korean barbecue spots, right? You cook the food yourself. Go to one of them spots to where, you know, you can see in the back and watch them cook it, you know what I mean? If you have to go out. Other than that, just cook at home. Right? If you are not in a position to cook at home, then you got to be strategic about where you're going to go spend your money, right? Especially with other people, bro. Like, we in a time right now to where we're enemy number one. Like, the target is on our back in all aspects of life in America. Like, we can't buy shit. We can't go to these neighborhoods. They spitting in our food. You get what I mean? All the jokes are for us on the internet, right? We get blamed for everything. A Mexican can clearly be robbing a bank and they gonna say a black person. That's just how it is right now. All right. So yeah, we got to be on the defense about everything.
On Wednesday, a woman said her family found staples baked into the bread they received at the Texas Roadhouse in Walpole. The social media post included images of the impacted food.
And mid-bite, my sister's like, ow, like there's something hard in here. So my mom takes the bun to inspect it. We open the bun to find staples. We find staples like baked into the bread.
Texas Roadhouse tells Boston 25 News the health department visited the store today, and their report states there are no signs of physical contamination in the restaurant, including the bread and kitchen areas. The company has been in contact with the impacted guests.
Hello, welcome to this YouTube channel, and today we are going to do a really sad video. And from the clips you have heard, like, white racist people are putting stuff in black people's food. And this is not just something that has been made up, it is something that has been proved. It's something that they themselves have written about what they are doing. So white employees of restaurants are not even scared to post that they are spitting in black people's food, and they are putting all kind of stuffs in black people's food in America. Like, this is crazy. And it's not just one employee, because there are hundreds and thousands of people in these groups who are saying, yeah, imagine 400k people almost 500,000 people. Like, what is happening? Because I don't understand this hate of color, like to the point of people are even putting needles in people's food. Like, you're biting it inside your bread and you find that someone has put some metal in it just because you're black. We've also seen the other video whereby a used condom was fried inside a chicken. Oh my god, guys, continue watching this video and let's see each other at the end of the video for a commentary. But yeah,
if you black, don't eat at Texas Roadhouse, man. Don't go there, bruh. So I guess in Facebook, there's this group chat of these white supremacist people, and it's like 400,000 of them, bro. That's a lot of people. And I think majority of them are like servers. And they said if they got black customers, they gonna do stuff to your food. Our food? You can't even eat safe? They gonna lick it. It got so bad, Texas Roadhouse had to make a statement about it. Just because you made that statement don't mean I'm still going. Hell no. To mess with a person's food that's paying for it, even if they're not paying for it, to mess with someone's food is the highest level of disrespect. And those people in the group chat, they say they hate black people so much, but they're so obsessed. They're always thinking about ways to mess with them, ways to do this, ways to do that. I'm like, if I hate something, I'm not trying to think about something. It's really that they're obsessed. They want to be us so bad. I ain't gonna, if Texas Roadhouse don't say they got cameras everywhere in the kitchen, don't go.
You guys might have heard about the 400K group chat on Facebook of employees of places like Texas Roadhouse and Logan's saying that they tamper with black people's food as a gotcha and a retaliation against their black customers. I do want to be honest with you guys. This is not true. I did the research. It took me like a brief Google. There aren't any definitive articles. There's not even like a link or a screenshot of the alleged group chat. And doing a little bit more, like not even much. I'm talking about like just like breezing through summaries. This isn't the first time that there's been like a rumor about Texas Roadhouse, and this just seems to be one of the most viral ones. I'm not trying to protect this company. I've never been eaten there. But what I do see happening is black rage being used as a tool in corporate sabotage and corporate warfare. And that is what this is looking like. It is looking like either a competitor or a disgruntled, allegedly, this is looking like a competitor or a disgruntled ex-employee, disgruntled ex-patron of Texas Longhouse and the other brands that I listed, trying to like draw up some buzz and get people to like not support the company anymore, whether you want to eat there or not. Like I don't care, like you don't have to. We don't owe these brands our money, but I do think it is concerning how the likeness of black people is being siphoned more and more as we get into the age of AI. Our likenesses are being used to sell like AI like animation. They're making stories with black faces that are not written by black people, and this has always been a problem in literature and film and in theater, but like it's getting worse than ever because now they don't even have to have a black person as the actor. They can just put in some code or put in a request, and then the AI will literally simulate a black person or our likenesses and create storylines that often perpetrate like anti-blackness, with us being the brunt of the joke as per usual, and us and our rage being used to sabotage businesses. Well, first of all, that should show us how powerful we are as a people. Like, oh my god, like if we get pissed off enough, we can literally put people out of business. But it's like we're being used to do this against our own best interest. We're not even doing this towards the businesses that actually participate in our disenfranchisement, because y'all are still going to Starbucks, y'all are still going to McDonald's, and y'all are still going to Domino's. And that's no shade. I went to Domino's like a year ago and I was like, fuck. Like I felt, wait, no. Actually, no, I haven't been to Domino's. I went to McDonald's. I got off a long flight. I needed red meat. I got some McDonald's for the first time in like 2 years. And yeah. And I had it a couple times since. I didn't buy it. Actually, no, one of those times I did buy it, yeah. But still, I just wanted to be honest. I would feel so guilty if I was like, oh yeah, you guys need. I boycott a lot of things. I did fuck up on my McDonald's boycott, but I don't go there regularly. But I mean, I say all that to say, like, we can use our rage to destroy companies that haven't done anything to us, but the ones that are actually like participating in our disenfranchisement, like Zephyr Hills or any of the major water companies, like, they're still standing and they're still perfectly fine. Walmart's still perfectly fine. Target is still perfectly fine. We even have black billionaires freaking mocking us for knowing that they could put their products in places like Target, and we're still gonna show up and we're gonna go buy it. That's embarrassing. Y'all aren't embarrassed? You should be embarrassed. We should be embarrassed.
So apparently a racist group chat on Facebook emerged where they're admitting to doing stuff to black people's food at Texas Roadhouse and Logan's. I'm really glad that this was brought up because do y'all remember, like, probably around this time last year that a black family went to Texas Roadhouse and they found staples in their biscuits? I know with every fiber of my being that this has been going on for much longer than we think. They said that it started around the time that the Carmelo Anthony trial started. Okay, boom. That not like just a couple months ago before earlier this year, right? We have to start pulling our money back from these corporations because here's the truth, right? And we can be mad at Texas Roadhouse all we want to, but here's the truth. This is how big business really works. We have to really start thinking about corporations for what they are. We have to really start thinking about white supremacy for what it is, right? Racism for what it is. Corporation, a business of that size, of that conglomerate, is just a bunch of individuals with their own morals, their own prejudices, and their own biases, working for a corporation, creating a culture and a system. That is how white supremacy works, right? Everyone's like, well, I'm not racist and da 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 da. What is the system? The system is the individuals who hold biases or in positions that affect our everyday lives. So the only way to really defeat white supremacy, racism, is for us to start being the system ourselves. We have to start creating our own systems, our own food places, our own grocery stores, our own agriculture, our own everything. This is not just white people. Like, I'm not just saying just black people we need to do this. I'm saying all people. Until we start doing things for ourselves, the longer that we wait for the system to fix it, the less likely it is to get done. It's actually never going to happen because the system isn't a system. It's a collective, right? And until we as the collective start doing for ourselves, the system itself is never going to fix itself. So we just have to pick somewhere to start. My place is, let's start with the food. Because the way that all of this food is coming up, something's wrong with the food, whether it's people doing something to the food coming back with salmonella and cyclospora, it's an issue. We need to take back control of our food system first. Because if we can feed each other, that's a great start.
You guys might have heard about the 400K group chat on Facebook of employees of places like Texas Roadhouse and Logan's saying that they tamper with black people's food as a gotcha and a retaliation against their black customers. I do want to be honest with you guys. This is not true. I did the research.
No, sorry, baby sister. Hell no. They are not going to get the benefit of the doubt. They don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. This is the price European Americans have to pay for white supremacy. All of us pay. Depending on your race, that depends on how high the cost is. But we all pay. And what black people know for damn sure is European Americans have a long history of fucking over us and our food. So I'm not going to take no chances. What we also know about white supremacy is even if you're not the one that will string my people up in a goddamn tree, you will probably be the one to sit back, watch, and say nothing. These are the same race of people that had fucking picnics sitting under trees that our people hung from. They deserve no benefit of doubt whatsoever. And If this is all coming from a disgruntled employee or something like that, let's go back to a lot of them will watch each other do horrible things and never say anything. They feel like they're not the bad ones because they didn't just do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. You know what I'm saying. So, Texas Roadhouse, Logan's, and any of these other establishments, these corporations that give a damn more about their capitalism than they do their customers, let them burn. I hope they shit closes down, because there has been an event in every single one of their lives where one of their people was doing something really horrible to one of our people, and they did and said nothing. This is their price. Let them pay it. And there's far too many Black-owned steakhouses, barbecue houses, and things like that for us to ever skip a beat. I don't even go there because, well, I prefer my own. And as long as I'm fucking with my own, I'm safe.
So all over the internet, I've seen people post this screenshot alleging that there is a Facebook group with over 400K food service workers saying that if they see a group of majority Black diners, they will spit and do whatever else to tamper with those people's food. And Texas Roadhouse workers were the main culprits being brought up, and it got so bad that Texas Roadhouse had to release 2 separate statements regarding it. And in Texas Roadhouse statements, they pretty much said they haven't found anything viable with this, and they think it's pretty much just a hoax. And look, I have to agree with Texas Roadhouse because I have scoured TikTok and the rest of the internet looking for proof that this group exists, and I have yet to find anything tangible yet. I even went to the original creator that started this whole thing looking for proof, and she doesn't even have proof that this thing actually exists. And look, I'm not saying that this doesn't exist, because you can literally look up 1,000 videos right now of people caught on camera tampering with people's food. But this specific post just has to be someone trolling. And if y'all have proof that this group exists, can y'all tag me in it so I can make a follow-up video?
Keep your hands together for me. You understand you're under arrest.
I didn't mean for it to get this far.
Ma'am, you were caught putting human waste in customer food. We'll talk about it at the station.
Evidence bags ready, buns secured.
All right, we're going to head out. Watch your step.
I'm sorry.
We'll deal with it downtown. Let's move.
Think about this. She's just somebody who got caught. How many people are doing this every day and not getting caught? Think about this too. How long had she been doing this before she got caught? And how many people had eaten her feces in their meal before she got caught? How much feces are people eating that go out to?
Well, baby, I took a couple days off from posting on this here app, and then I find out what's going on with this Texas Roadhouse craziness. A group of servers saying that they spit in Black people's food, they lick their hands and then touching Black people's food. What? Because, baby, what has Black folks done to y'all? Y'all mad at the wrong folks. Because last time I checked, y'all need to be mad at the folks that's running this country. So, again, what have Black folks done to y'all? But all it takes is something like this to come out. Oh, Black folks ain't even worried about it because, baby, we know what not to do. And if you ask me, that's ignorant on y'all's end. So it seems like this is going to be another F around and find out moment for Texas Roadhouse. And, baby, that Texas Roadhouse statement that they put out, I still didn't quite get an apology from it. Am I missing that? But yeah, that's ignorant. Imagine hating a race so bad that you got to go and do something ignorant like this. And then y'all so quick to say it's not about race. Well, baby, what is it about? Because again, how do you hate someone that bad that you got to go and announce what you're doing? Sounds ignorant and stupid to me.
So apparently white people got exposed. There is this supposed group chat or Facebook group with like over 400,000 white people in it, and basically what it is just white people who work in the restaurant industry are getting together and forming an allegiance to tamper with Black people, brown people, Asian people. They're forming allegiance to mess with their food, to tamper with their food when it comes out of the restaurant. Now, I have looked into it. I can't find anything verifiable. I can't see any news articles on it, no police reports. I don't know where this is coming from. But it's very interesting because here's my thing about hate, particularly racism. Let's say it's false, because it's probably false, right? But let's say it's false. The fact that we all don't bat an eye, the fact that we all believe that white people are capable of doing something like this is the problem itself, because a rumor like that is detrimental to white restaurant owners all across America. Matter of fact, all across the world. And in our bones, we know that white people are capable of doing something like this. We have seen the memes. We have seen how the president talks. We have seen the news. We know that lynchings are going up. So something like this is very much on brand. Even if it is false, you have now created the conditions, right, for black people, brown people, Asian people, for everyone to just not go and spend money in white restaurants. My message is always black solidarity. Even if this isn't true, don't wait for this to be true, because it very well could be true. Shop black. Keep the black dollar black. That's the only way you're going to get out of this. Keep the black dollar black. Shop black. The black dollar is our power. Time to do some research.
So I thought this is what I was gonna cook today. And I started to clean it thinking that this was just some outside skin. As you can see, I'm trying to push my finger through it and I cannot. And then I see this film on here. Like, it is so hard. It literally looks like, I don't know, guys, tell me if I'm crazy, but like, it is so hard. It looks exactly like plastic. Here is one that I had already pulled off, and I'm not sure what this is. Even down inside of there, as you can see, it's like plastic. Look at this. And this is honeysuckle. So I thought that it would be okay. Again, can you see the shininess on here? I mean, you guys can tell me if, I mean, look at this. It clearly looks like plastic that I'm pulling off. I don't know. What are they doing to this food? Like, it even sounds like plastic. It's so hard to pull off. Look. Look how hard it is to pull off. And it's all through here. This looks exactly like hard plastic. Okay, guys, tell me what you think. If this is normal or what you guys think, but it's all throughout. Okay, guys, tell me what you think. Thank you.
So if you think that you've seen it all or had it all, well, you haven't. In America right now, being a person of color, it is so dangerous. Like, we just have to protect ourselves, we have to protect our kids, and we have to stand together as black people, because this is not just a black American problem, this is a black people's problem. Whether you are black from Africa, black from America, black from the Caribbeans and whatever, as long as you're that black, no matter how special you think you are, when they are doing these stuffs, they'll be doing it to everyone, to our kids. Imagine you're taking your baby to eat out and your baby just bites into some metal or something, and these people don't care. They don't care that that order can be a baby's food. And the fact that they are so confident to go on a public platform, because they have a group on Facebook where they're talking and discussing all these things, and they're not scared, they're not afraid, and some are even saying they have done it more than once. Can you imagine what else you're eating in our food? Like, one of these days, these people are gonna poison our food, and there's nothing anyone can do about that. But I feel like people are even starting to talk on going black for a few months, like 6 months, and just completely cutting off the restaurants that has been mentioned in these videos by these people. Like, these employees have mentioned the restaurants they work in, and I feel like as black people we just have to avoid, when you hear a fellow black person telling you like avoid certain restaurants, just avoid it, because this is scary and it's worse than rituals and all kind of things that I've seen. Because oh my god, how, I don't know what your heart could be made of that can make you think it's okay to put all this or even spit in someone's order just because they are black. And people are carrying so much diseases within themselves, they don't care about spreading it to people, because this is not a matter of just spit. People are putting even blood in our food, and that is why you just can't trust anywhere. I feel like at this point we just have to eat within ourselves, like black owned restaurants, and also black people, we should improve in our customer services so that we can also support each other. Because if it goes on like this, a lot of us are not going to make it old, because some of us will be getting some diseases and cancer and whatever and think like, how did this happen to me? But it's because you trusted that restaurant you go to and they did some shit, like they did some crazy stuff on your food. I saw a different video where a man was literally putting his fingers in someone's order, like coffee, and like just doing this. And this is, oh my god, this is so disgusting. And it's sad to know that just because your skin is dark or black, like it can bring all these things. Like, I never really used to understand when someone would be like, black people are going through a certain thing, because I had not lived it. Until you get out of Africa and move abroad is when you're going to realize that, oh my god, racism is a big deal, because this is something that you watch on TV, you haven't lived through it. And that is why when I see people talking about something they haven't lived through it, I'm like, yo, just stop. Because at moments I used to think like, if someone was racist to me, it would just be like, you can do whatever you want. But the moment you taste that racism, no matter how strong-hearted you are, my god, it's going to break you, and it's going to crush you so bad, because we don't really know what racism is. The people, the immigrants that were coming in, you get to to experience a racism once you move to Europe, America, and that is when you're like, oh my God, so being black comes with so much difficulties, and it gets you to start learning more about Black Americans and Black people that have lived in these countries for so long, because at some point you experience something and you're like, is this racism? Because I have had to experience something like that, and I'm like, looking, is this person being racist to me? And it's not because I don't know, but I haven't lived through that my whole life. And Black Americans have lived through that nonsense like since their great grandparents, their great like they have experienced these things. And so when you hear them warning you about something, like, you have to listen, because they're not stupid. These are people that have lived through these systems. These are people that understand how these systems are working. And they're not stupid. When they tell you something is going to happen, is happening. It's up to you to listen or not. It's up to you to educate yourself or not. Because these people have been through the hardest difficulties, like in these countries. It's not easy. Like, it's not easy being a Black person. I can't tell you how many times I've had to cry. But yeah, so let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.